Hello, welcome. My name is Katrina, and this is just my 3 cents. Today we are going to be building cassette music walker, aka a Sony Walkman from back in the day. I'm an 80s baby, and so an early 80s baby. Let me go on and clarify that. I don't want the young millennials thinking, "Yay, she's talking." No, I'm not with the young millennials. I'm an older 80s baby. Anywho, so this right here, when I saw this online on Amazon, I'll link it down below. When I saw this, it brought back memories. Memories. I remember growing up in New York, also Hershey, but anyways, mostly New York, rocking this on the subway. I had a yellow one, the Sony Walkman. Girl, you were it. You had this right here. Are your little cassette tapes in there? The Maxwell ones with the guy on the sofa, the music was blasting him and his hair was going back, whatever. Now I wish it was yellow. If I could have got one that was yellow, it really would have took me all the way back. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this built. Alright. So no, it is not a Lego brand, however, and I know I said I was going to stay away from those. However, I did do a search online, and it did say that this is compatible with and or very similar to that of Lego, so it's not going to give me carpal tunnel or arthritis like that other little set I had attempted previously. So, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but it's EMJ Brick, okay? But like I said, I got it linked down below. So, it is, again, a cassette music walker. I'm just going to call it a Sony Walker, like from back in the day. Anywho, there we go. I don't know why I just showed it over there like somebody was over there. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get this all emptied out. And I don't know if you see my little scatter over here, but when I bought this, the first thing that came to mind is music, because I love music. I mean, who doesn't? Actually, there are some people out here who are like, oh, music's not my jam, and that's cool, to each their own, right? But I love music. Music is what gets me going. It gets me out the bed. It keeps me up during the day. It wipes my tears and all of the above. So it made me think. At first, I was gonna do like which genre has the best music, or which, not genre, excuse me, which era had the best music. But I feel like that's I don't want to say that's a played kind of argument, because again, I'm an early 80s baby, so much so that I remember back when they used to play all types of music on on TV, back when they actually used to play music videos and things like that. Oh my gosh. Anyways, or do you remember Casey Kasem's Countdown on the Weekend? I used to sit with my little mini boombox, and I used to sit with my little tape, and with the little tape over the little square in the top, and record my little favorite song for that weekend. I used to love that little countdown on the weekends, and his little soothing voice. Those were the days. Anywho, so it got me thinking about music and things that I loved, and just stuff like that, favorite songs. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to list a favorite song. I have a favorite song for a time of day, so none of that. But anywho, it got me thinking of like different types of things that I like. As a kid, I used to love, I think many of us, kids or whatever, we always like musicals and things like that. Well, again, I'll speak for myself. This is just my 3 cents. I wanted to focus mostly on like movie related, music. Because again, music plays a very pivotal role in movies and soundtracks and things like that. So I love then and now. Let me get this open. I love music that really kind of was the supporting actor in a lot of movies or things or whatever. So as a kid, obviously it was your Mary Poppins, your Sound of Music, which was primarily for the music. A Little Mermaid, obviously. Beauty and the Beast was my favorite of all time. Probably still ranks high. I mean, very, very high. Pocahontas, although it may be culturally inappropriate, very much so. But at the time, that soundtrack hit. I loved it. And excuse me. And then also the OG Lion King. Like, come on now. The original Lion King? Come on now. That hit. This is loud as hell. Anyways. Now they tricked me, because the way how it got me all excited. Ooh, go to bag number 1. Everything says bag number 1. Anyways, it still looks relatively easy. So, anywho, but yeah, then I got a little older, got a little wiser. My music, grew a little bit. And as I mentioned, Hershey, Pennsylvania, went to Mount Hershey School, and they got us into kind of like musicals, and I was a choir kid, of course, not necessarily a theater kid, but a choir kid, and we did kind of like musical productions and stuff like that. So I definitely was. I loved Phantom of the Opera. Still love to this day Phantom of the Opera. I got to see it on Broadway originally. It's so sad that it's gone, but I mean, it's been there for forever. I'm not about to tell my age, but it's been there for forever. It's been there a long time. Same with Les Mis and Miss Saigon. I don't think Miss Saigon is there anymore. But I saw that on Broadway. Anyway, Chicago, that was amazing. I loved when they did the movie for Chicago. They did a really good job in that. But Dreamgirls. Now, I never got to see it on Broadway. Obviously, I think they stopped that in the 80s, early 80s. But I love Beyonce and Jennifer Hudson. Are you kidding me? To this day, still gives me goosebumps hearing her sing that. And can nobody ever even think to try to come close to how she ripped that down? So let me shut up for 2 seconds, because if not, I'm gonna be here all day trying to get this going. 2 whole seconds.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. While you're here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again. It's Katrina with Just My 3 Cents.
But one of my old-time favorite musicals of all time, and I know that movie, musical, whatever you want to call it, front to back, back to front, maybe not back to front, probably back to front, is The Wiz. You can't tell me nothing about The Wiz. Now, originally, obviously, I was a little bit young. It came out originally in the 70s, but I saw it in, obviously, the early 80s, and I fell in love with it even more because it was filmed in New York, and like, duh, I'm from New York. So, but, and my dad loved it, so like, he'd love to like point out little things like, oh, this scene was done here, this scene was from here, and when you get to walk in some of the areas that, and to actually see some of the areas where the things were actually filmed, that brings it to life a little bit more. So that always kind of like helped it sit and resonate with me a little bit more too. But I love The Wiz, and to think that was Michael Jackson kind of being like so-called shy. I don't believe he was being shy. I think a part of me does not believe that man was shy doing that role. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Not the way he was riffing. You can't win? Are you kidding me? Classic. And well, I'm about to mess up her name. Diana Ross at the end? Now, I've heard a couple Supreme songs before, okay? Diana Ross must have like let loose on The Wiz. Like, she must have been like, I've been holding back my whole life to let loose on this song. I'm gonna let y'all have it. Y'all been sleeping on me, Diana Ross. That's the best musicals of all time. And then of course, I can't. I'm not even gonna say it's an honorable mention because it's a dope. It's dope. Grease again. I cannot not mention it. It had classic moments. I mean, Grease Lightning and why am I about to mess up her name? Sandy, and all of the hits. So it was a good time. Musicals are a great time. Like, whether you're into them or not, I think they're just a good time. The next category would be when you make a movie, I guess, telling the story of a musical artist or whatever. Like, for instance, what was his name? Jimmy Val. Was his name Jimmy Fallon? I'm messing his name up. But from La Bamba, and I'll get his name right when I write it down. But the movie La Bamba with Lou Diamond Phillips, he played that. That was Selena. Now I don't understand the so-called Jennifer Lopez hate, but I always feel to this day Jennifer Lopez got robbed because she was Selena. I'm sorry, she made Selena even more popular because Jennifer Lopez became Selena. And I like going to the movies by myself. I went and saw Les Mis by myself. I love Les Mis. The thing I didn't like is I feel like they gave Phantom of the Opera, when they did, I guess, their screen adaptation, they gave them like bad ratings. But I loved it. I thought they did a good job. Maybe I'm easily impressed or whatever. I loved it still. I thought it was good. I mean, I understand the difference between like Les Mis, how they did it live, because Eddie Redmayne, let me tell you, when Eddie Redmayne sang the empty chairs and empty tables, I could still watch that little scene right there and it sends a whole chill up my spine. Ray Charles, you would have thought that Jamie Foxx was Ray Charles. He did such an amazing job with that movie. I mean, what I absolutely loved about it too, you know, obviously that Ray Charles got to see it before he passed. Beautiful, but he did such a beautiful job in that movie. Again, you would have thought he was Ray Charles. This category where I'm like, who had an amazing soundtrack, might be fictional, but who had an amazing soundtrack. But I would say for me, number one, The Bodyguard. The Bodyguard was one of my favorite soundtracks to this day. They take the time like they used to really get you in the mood with the soundtrack like they used to. Again, music used to be the supporting actor. And like I said, I don't think they really take the time to really care as much with the music like they used to. And that's unfortunate, because like I said, I really love movies, and I love the way it makes you feel from start to finish. And when you have that, like as the supporting actor to the movie itself, when you have the music, sometimes it can be the perfect marriage. It can be the thing that sets the movie over the top. It took more time than necessary because I was over here running my mouth and I wasn't properly paying attention. But that's that. It was actually pretty fun to put together. Going down memory lane on music and movies and music, and how the two of them together are amazing. And again, music plays as a supporting actor in movies and still the show sometimes. I love music. Music is therapeutic. Again, music is universal. And for anybody who doesn't know that and doesn't, but all in all, it was actually, like, piece-wise, this was easy to put together. The instructions were relatively easy to follow. But the pieces, I'll definitely go with this brand. Yet again, I'll go ahead and, like I said, link this in the description box. No, I'm not affiliated, but Um, and I'm still trying to figure that out, whether or not it's even important to become one, because when I was reading in on that, man, once you turn that engine on, Amazon be like, now get to work, get to work. So I don't know if I plan on doing that. Already, YouTube is already like, hey, where's the next video? So I don't need to be having to serve multiple masters like that. Nah, we're not doing that. So anyways, I enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this. I did a lot of rambling, a lot of a lot of talking, but I hope you enjoyed some of my takes on music and movies and musicals and things like that. Definitely let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite musicals and movies and music a part of those movies, and so we can definitely have a great conversation. As always, this is me, Katrina, and this has been my 3 cents. You all have a great day. Bye.